Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our Jurassic RimWorld Let's Play. So I've done a little bit of stuff off camera, not too much, not nearly as much as between the previous episodes, but I did go ahead and make some progress on our research building up here. I told you guys in the last episode I was going to go ahead and plan how I wanted this laid out off camera, and so I queued up the walls and windows and everything, and they've got started on it, but they haven't made too much progress. So I'll walk you through that very quickly. Then, well, I guess I can do this now, but I did get some new names for our new characters. So Darklight is now Dylan, Shark is Elijah, Panther is Marin, and Wombat is still Wombat because I don't have enough names for you guys. So don't forget to keep submitting those. The tag we're using is hashtag Jurassic RimWorld, no spaces, all one word. If you use that in the comments, I'll be able to find your name in my community tab and continue adding those. So make sure you do that. Anyways, I picked up here because I wanted to get going on some of the away missions that we've got. There's well, let's look at that quickly. So there's this item stash here that's only got about 6 days left. It's got a psychic emanator and a tornado generator. Both of those are fairly valuable. Either we could sell them or we could use them, but either way they're worth having. So I want to get going on that today because while it's not going to take us a full 6 days to do that mission, there is another one that's going to expire not too long after that, and that's this outpost here. They're going to give us 2 anti-grain warheads, which are basically like 2 nuclear warheads. There's only 3 enemies here as well, so this should be pretty straightforward, and we have 8.3 days to do that. So I figure we should have enough time to do this, get back, and then go hit that one without too much trouble or rushing. We also have 2 down here. This one still has 12 days, so once we're done with this, we'll probably head back, get ready, and go straight to this one. And then in between episodes, this one just triggered. It's another item stash with another anti-grain warhead. I don't know if we'll need a third, but we'll see. Could give us some bargaining power, but it will increase our colony wealth considerably. We haven't seen a raid in a really long time, though, so that might not be such a bad thing. Anyways, let's jump back over here, and I've got to decide who I want to send. Also, it's fairly early. I guess we could send them now. Yeah, because it's 10 o'clock. I think Riker should definitely be a part of it, especially given the guns that he's got. We sent Gomez last time. I feel like she would be a good call to send again. And then I have to choose potentially a third. Allison's not a bad choice. It would suck to lose her crafting abilities, but at the same time, nobody else is really fit for combat. We do have other decent fighters, but Marin is still waiting for her gun, which isn't finished. And she doesn't have any body armor or anything. Not that Allison really does either. She's just wearing like a light tactical rigging, but at least she's got a gun. So I think it's going to be those 3. I can't think of a better squad that we could send out. I mean, I guess Virgil and Tails, but I could send Tails. She's got the better gun. There's not a whole lot for her to do because there's plenty of other people that can help with the plants, which was her main gig at the moment. So yeah, maybe I should send Tails and keep Allison here because I do need Allison crafting. Tails can't really help us with that. I guess technically she's better. Although I don't have her doing crafting because she doesn't have any passion for it. Allison does. So I'd rather level her than continue to have Tails do it and not level. I think that makes the most sense. She's also a fast walker, so she'll be very helpful in that caravan. So it's going to be those 3. Let's set that up right now, actually, so I don't forget. We don't lose any time on it. I'm going to be here. So we'll form a caravan. It's going to be not Allison. Riker's going to take the lead here. We'll send Gomez as well. She's got the next best gun. And then Tails will be our third. Not going to send any animals, as much as I'd like to. Let's see. Yeah. These guys can all graze. The dogs can't. So we'd have to bring extra food for the dogs. I don't think it's worth it. Now then, do I want to use the chocolate here? This could actually be a good use for it. How many days would that give me? 3.5? That's not bad, actually. And chocolate doesn't spoil. So we can use that as survival meals. And then just to give them a little bit of extra food, let's add in like 15 of these. It's not going to add to their days of food right now because I don't have them set to be able to eat these, but I can change that. Okay, so they'll bring that. We'll have them bring a bit of medicine too. Let's bring 16 herbal medicine, and that should be enough. And I don't think we'll need anything else unless we want to bring bedrolls. Which we could. They don't weigh a ton. Yeah, why not? Let's bring both of those and that one. And that doesn't affect our movement significantly. Okay. I think we're looking pretty good there. Let's choose our route. So we're going to hit this first. It's going to take us 1.3 days. Hopefully it doesn't actually take us that long to get there. And then ideally we want to basically hit it and head right back. So we shouldn't be there too long. All said and done, I'm hoping this takes about 5 days. But that might be a bit too optimistic. We'll see. Alright, so we have 3.5. This should add... I don't know how much more that's going to add, because it's not going to factor into here until I change their dietary restrictions, but I'm hoping that's enough. Lock it in. Depending on who's there, we may actually get some more food too. So let's see. Food restriction is going to be caravan, Gomez, food restriction, caravan, and Tails, food restriction, caravan. Okay. So off you guys go. I don't know if we'll be seeing that happen by the end of this episode, but definitely by the beginning of the next one. And meanwhile, we'll just check back in here. Looks like Marin's helping us build this. So the way I decided to lay this out is a little bit awkward. I'm not super happy with it, but this was the best I could come up with without knowing exactly what I would need. I had some idea because, like I said in the last episode, I went into the dev tools, opened up God mode, and looked at the different sizes of the various genetics benches and things. But just because I knew how big they were doesn't necessarily indicate the proper layout that I need them in, or necessarily how many of each one that we would need. So until we're actually doing this stuff, it's not really clear what needs to be where and all that. So I just had some vague idea of how big these benches are. So I gave us 3 rooms of equal size, and then this was a 4th. I've turned it into 2 4x4 bedrooms that are a little bit awkwardly shaped, and then in between those I wedged in a small bathroom. The bathroom has a sink, a toilet, and it will have a bathtub. We'll give it a tile floor as well, just for the hell of it. But at least they'll have their own little bedroom here. Okay, they're on their way. Perfect. So off they go. Right, we're up here. So, yeah, we have this kind of like unused space here. These hallways are... they look big. But the thing about hallways in RimWorld is you don't want pawns running into each other, and if you make them too narrow, even like a 1x1 or 2x2 hallway, it will actually slow them down. So we want nice wide hallways. But because I wanted these rooms to be perfectly square, I didn't want like weird oblong bedrooms. There's actually even more unused space in here than there needed to be. And I didn't know what to put in front of that because I don't want to block the doors. So it's just kind of a weird thing where I could bring it out one and have these like 5x4, and this bathroom would be even more elongated. I don't know what else we would add in there if we did that. But I mean, we could stretch it if it becomes a problem. Okay, we'll take that stuff. I don't know what we'll make out of it, but why not? Bring it in here. And so I figured when this is all done, we'll dedicate each one of these to a particular task in our research. So, oh no, we got blight. Oh no, no, no. Oh, there's so much of it. Oh, crap. So all of that. Luckily, it seems to have only hit down here. I mean, if we had been solely reliant on this corn for food, we would have been in serious trouble. But as it is now, we have enough rice growing elsewhere where it shouldn't be a problem. And it looks like the blight was only here. Yeah, I need you to just start hacking away at this stuff. I might have to just clean cut that entire area. Virgil, you're going to help me here. Don't let that spread, because I don't want to have to redo these. And hopefully somebody will come along and help us with this one. But for now, I'm just trying to contain it at both ends. This is kind of ground zero, so we'll see what happens with that. But if I have to, I guess I can force them to do it. Doctor, help me out here. I guess I'll have her do half, and we'll have Elijah do the other half. I think that's roughly half. Alright, so from there, pick back up here. There we go, there we go. And I'll give her one more. Okay. I think we're alright. I need to put in a new growing zone down here for these berries. I actually got rid of the growing zone because I didn't want them harvesting these. But unfortunately, that also means that they won't replant them when something like this happens. Okay, so blight appears to have been dealt with. I don't see it anywhere else. But that sucked. Oh well. Oh well. Again, we have enough rice happening that I don't think that will kill us, but it certainly wasn't great. So we just had a group of bull terriers join our colony. I didn't want more dogs. So, unfortunately for these guys, they are going to become food for us. No, I wanted the dogs, thank you. So we're going to mark them all for slaughtering. Yeah, just unfortunately for them, they're not big enough to do anything useful. Oh, they can haul. Do I want to keep one of them? No. No, we don't need any more animals. Unless they're dinosaurs, I'm just not really interested anymore. So, yeah, we're gonna butcher them and we'll use them for food or something. But I don't need more pets. Alright, so as they continue to work on this building, I'm gonna start running some of our utilities into it. So, I don't know the best location to do this. But I guess we can run the conduit here. And it should be hidden under bushes there. Then we'll run it in there. It might be visible in that spot, but that's okay. We'll go up the walls. And eventually it'll go, you know, all around the whole thing. But for now, let's just focus on the parts that are actually built up. And so we'll have them going through there, through there. I think I got that already. No, I didn't. We'll do this too, because why not? Across there. Ooh, let's cancel that bit. Okay, and with that, you know what? I guess let's bring it up this way too. Something like that. Okay. With that, we're going to go ahead and start putting in light fixtures. Let's grab this big chandelier, and we're going to put it there. And then we want some of these 2x2s in. That went in the wrong spot, thanks to the lag. We want it there. We'll have to wait for a roof over here to do these. And do I want a 2x2 in here? I guess we can do that. It's a bit overkill, but it's the only thing that's going to center itself in there properly, so that's what we're going to use. And finally, let's grab one of these small ones for the bathroom. Where to put it? I guess right there is fine. Or you know what? But that's such overkill. Like I could drop one of these in here like that. But it would be so bright in there. Like so unnecessarily bright. And what do these use again? This is 75 versus... Yeah, so it is twice as much electricity. Not a ton, but this is more than sufficient. So even though it's not ideal, I'm going to use it. Who just made that? Okay. So we have our cloth formal spy outfit with the bow tie. I made that for Dylan. Darklight, formerly. I just thought he looks pretty sharp in a bow tie, so we're going to get him to wear that. And that frees up his flannel shirt. I think he's wearing a flannel shirt for somebody else that comes along later. Maybe Marian if we get her out of those combat fatigues. Okay, let's pause. You guys have arrived. So let's survey this. I believe that's our destination there. I don't really see anything hostile, so I'm expecting an ambush. But I guess we'll see what happens. So you three move up to, I don't know. Let's have them move to there. And if anything happens on the way, we'll pause. But ideally, we could cut through here. Somebody on guard there, somebody on guard here, one person in the room. If we're lucky, nothing will happen, and we can just head straight on back. But I'm guessing that's probably not going to be the case. I think we'll have Tails check the room because she has... Yeah, I figured. By what? By a lone panther, okay. That's not that hard to deal with. So, come this way. Or you know what? Move to here. And get ready to shoot. Go on, start firing, start firing. Shouldn't be that hard to kill one panther. Alright, we got him. Alright, keep firing. Make sure it's down. Okay, panther's dead. Move over here. We might bring this back with us for meat. We'll see if that's viable or not. Why didn't you guys just go through here? I guess because it's so... Oh, they can't get through there. Whoops. Fooled me. Right, Tails. Claim that. Check it out. We don't need to claim it, but... Let's see. Psychic Emanator, Tornado Generator. I kind of want to steal these floors. Those are pretty badass looking. Okay. Sure. They've been doing a pretty good job foraging, apparently. But we're going to tear up these floors, and as soon as they're done with that, I think we'll send them home. There's no reason to really linger here. Oh, are these just made out of steel? Are you guys dropping chocolate, or is the floor made out of chocolate? I think they're just dropping chocolate. Yeah. So there was no reason to do that, because it's just pure steel. I thought we'd get some special resources for it, or might be able to salvage the floor itself, but no. So it's not worth continuing with that. Let's just cancel it. And we'll go ahead and reform our caravan. So we'll take you three. Obviously, we want to bring the chocolate with us, packaged survival meals, rice, corn. Yeah, why not? Anything you guys foraged, bring it. It's not ideal to eat rice raw, but whatever. Herbal medicine, make sure we're bringing all of that. Bring your bedrolls. Okay, Psychic Emanator and Panther, yes. Tornado Generator. Oh, yeah, bring those. So the only thing we're not bringing is the steel and the chunks, obviously. How much steel is there? 53. Is that going to slow us down? Yeah. That panther is actually quite heavy. Let's not bother. We don't need the food that bad. And that'll speed them up a pretty good amount. So yeah, we'll leave the panther behind. Choose our route. Just straight home. It's going to take them a little bit longer, unfortunately. But there we go. And lock that in. So off they're headed. We still have 7 days here, so 2 days to get back. That leaves us with 5. We'll give them like 2 days to just kind of rest and recuperate. Not that they really went through anything here. But we'll just give them a couple days to relax, and it should only take us about the same amount of time to get to this one. So 3 days to be safe. But it should only take us 2. But that works, I guess. I've also asked them to start making more stone blocks for me, particularly marble, because I want to continue expanding these walkways. Caravan meeting. Tails' caravan is met peacefully with a caravan from Bon Farston. The other caravan is composed of a grenadier, 3 mercenary gunners, 6 town guards. Oh, wow. Let's look at trading with them just to see what they have. They've got some medicine. I wouldn't mind medicine. I don't really have anything to offer them, though. So, I don't have any silver to trade with. I don't see any point. Well, I don't think there is any point because we can't really do much here. Offer gifts. Yeah, they don't want to buy anything I have, so... Oh well. Just move on. But yeah, I'd like to continue our marble walkways here. Ideally, we'll have these basically everywhere because that'll expedite movement quite a bit versus trudging through the jungle. And it just looks a lot nicer. It makes it look like an actual theme park when we have actual walkways. And then, you know, as I was doing before, we're going to trim everything with these berry bushes, but I'm trying, if the blight will allow, trying not to actually make those into growing zones, because if I leave the growing zone, then they will harvest them, and I would like them to just kind of stay like this. Nice and pretty. They probably will die eventually like that, though, but it shouldn't be frequent enough where it really matters. Virgil, why are you sleeping outside? You have a bed. You can't be that tired. I mean, he might have been sleeping for a while, so that's not really necessarily an indication of how he was feeling, but yeah. Why is there so much wood out here? Must have cut down a bunch of trees or something. They've actually made pretty good progress over here. This is basically done. Yeah, just the conduits, really. And then we need to finish the other side and get a roof over it, obviously. But it's moving along pretty quick. I don't know if I'm going to put doors on these yet. If I do, it'll probably be these glass doors. But I kind of wanted to set it up like in... I can't remember which movie it was. I want to say Jurassic World. They had like a tour through a research facility. It may not be Jurassic World, but they had like a tour through the research facility, and the research facility had like glass windows where you could see the scientists kind of working on stuff. I think most of what was visible was just for show. It wasn't like necessarily the real research per se, or maybe it was just kind of the more or less secretive type stuff, I guess. But anyways, you could like see the scientists working, and it was part of like the tour that you could go on. Not necessarily gonna have tours here, but I figured we'd kind of give the same impression, so you could like see into the lab and see what people are doing, or from the outside even. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and furnish these rooms. I don't know that this is like super necessary right now, but I'm just trying to stay on top of this stuff so that when we do get guests, we will have these bedrooms ready, or at least somewhat ready. But I'm trying to get the tables and stools in every one of these, the wooden wardrobes and nightstands in all of these. So I've queued it up here, I've queued it up here and here. These, I think we'll hold off on, just because I don't really have the cloth to make more proper beds. I don't really have one here, but this is Elijah's room, so we'll pretty it up anyways. I mean, I guess we could keep building them in all of the rooms and just leave space for the bed, but we'll see. They can only do one thing at a time, obviously, so it doesn't really matter if we queue it up there because we want this done first anyways. So, yeah. But we have plenty of wood, so I'm trying to get this stuff done while we have the resources for it. I'd also really like for them to start slapping down more marble. We are making it. It's just a matter of getting it out here and getting enough of it, because I want this done. I want that done. And then I can go ahead and throw in the bushes around it. One thing I will ask them to do, because wood is in pretty decent supply right now, is let's get this terraformed. Just because we will need to build there in the future. So let's just knock it out right now. And it looks like there's some spots in there that need it. So yeah, we'll make that all soil so that we can go ahead and build on it. This is already queued up properly, yeah. So we have the stone slabs as trim, and then the random paving in the middle. We'll put down this wooden fence above the slabs, and then we'll wrap it in berry bushes. And we are going to mirror that over onto these sides as well. One thing I was thinking about between episodes was initially when I set these up, I talked about making them into places to hang out, maybe even putting like hot tubs in there. But I think I'm just going to make them little patios with seating. And we do have this space in the back here. I'm considering making that into the hot tub area. But another thought I had, and this was more practical than it was like decorative, like a lot of this other stuff, is just leaving this large growing zones, and then we would have a more direct source of food for this area, which will need to get cleaned up a little bit too. But I figured that might be more efficient than what I was intending, which was having like a mass industrial growing area out here. So I don't know which of those is better. This won't be our sole supply of food, but at least we would have an easier access to it. So we got a Masterwork stool, and you're no longer inspired. Okay. Whatever. This place is filthy. One thing I need to do, I forgot to do it here, I remembered on these though, is I need to tell the animals not to go there. So, livestock area, yeah, I don't want livestock in here. I also don't want them eating my rice, which it looks like they might be. Yeah, you guys go graze on grass, don't eat my rice. I should probably do that here as well. Okay. So that should shoo them away. Yeah, it looks like they might have been nibbling on this a little bit. That or it got harvested partially. I don't know. Let's see. I have 24 cloth. I would like some doormats. Perfect. What color? Let's do red doormats for the hotel. But this place is... Oh, we've already done orange down there. Okay. Or are they orange? No, these are leather. Let's do red and we'll change them all to red. But we need doormats down. That's why it's getting so filthy in here. That and because the animals were allowed to wander in. So that should help us a little bit. If you're not familiar with that mod, basically what it does is it has a really, really high chance of any dirt that a pawn, animal, or human, doesn't matter, any dirt that they are carrying on them, there's a very high chance that it gets dropped when they pass over these doormats. So it pretty much accumulates all the dirt in one spot and prevents it from getting tracked into the base. Or, I guess it doesn't prevent it, but it makes it a lot less likely, which helps quite a bit. Hopefully, down the line, we'll have some like dedicated janitors. Right now, Dr. Ayala is doing that for us, but she is too good of a character to be doing that all the time. So we want to eventually drop that off to somebody else who's a little bit less overqualified for that job. Let's see. Do we need to terraform that? It kind of looks like we do. Yeah. I was wondering why it took them so long to deal with that. Wombat told Allison it would be best to see other people. That's unfortunate. It also means we need a new bedroom. So I'm going to put Wombat here, since he is newer. And this will remain Allison's bedroom, since I believe it was hers initially. Not that it matters, I think they're both roughly the same. Yeah, they're both decent quality. How good are these doing? Slightly impressive. So the rugs are helping. The rugs are just really expensive. And then again, if you guys had any suggestions for what to add to these corners, I'm happy to hear it. The animal beds probably won't stay. Oh, I guess they could. The reason the animal beds are there now is because of our own pets, but I was going to move those animal beds into the new locations wherever our pawns end up. With a scout named Green Turkey. He is a guest. We'll make sure that he is entertained properly. He's not a bad character, actually. Bit old, though. Pretty good fighter. Or at least a decent fighter with some potential. But we'll make sure he's taken care of. How are you guys doing? About a half day's journey back. And it looks like we'll arrive with a little over 5 days left. Perfect. Okay, our caravan is home. So, as I said, we're going to let them unload everything. We'll probably let them sleep here for the night, but in the morning, we will send them on their way to the next mission, which, let's take a look at that again. So it's a bandit outpost, which means we are going to see combat. There's no question about that, because that's the whole point, is to go there and take those guys out. Because we are attacking bandits, there is a chance that we will bring back some prisoners. So that could delay this mission a little bit longer. I think we'll be alright though. We've got 8.5 there. So let's take a look at the travel time. It's saying 2 days. Hopefully it's a little bit less than that, but we'll say 2. That means if they leave in the morning, it'll probably be like 4.5. We'll get there with 2.5 days left there. Versus about 6 left here. It won't take them a whole day to fight, but it will take them at least 2 days to get back. So I think this will probably be, like that 5.2 is what it'll take us to do this whole mission there and back. Hopefully. So we'll say 2 days there, a full day to handle whatever mess, fighting, dealing with the prisoners and whatnot, and then 2 days to get back. That will leave us with 3.5 here, which should be enough. So I think we'll be okay. We'll be able to hit all of these. And we'll do this one too. There's really no reason not to. Unless, of course, one of our away team members gets, like, you know, seriously hurt, or multiple of them get hurt. In which case, we'll need to hold them back for a while. But all else equal, I think we'll be doing every single one of these, because there's just no reason not to. So that's where we're going to leave it for today. I will continue building this up off camera. I'll probably send these guys off camera as well. And we will pick back up when they arrive, potentially. Or we'll make sure at least that their little attack on the outpost happens in the next episode. So whether I send them off camera or... No, I'll definitely send them off camera. Whether they arrive at the beginning of the episode or if it happens somewhere in the middle, we'll see. So thank you so much for watching. I had a great time playing some RimWorld with you. I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.